pulling out the electronics.
Western sales manager for King Electronics.
Marvel can be installed in a matter of 2 minutes.
Computer is an automatic electronic apparatus.
Or in written or electronic form.
Electronic disturbance.
30 pages per electronic comic book with a choice every 2 pages. No.
Electronic security.
Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate.
I need all of you to turn off any personal electronic devices.
One glass-eyed electronics technician.
Look, the electronic toothbrush part still works.
We're pulling out the electronics. We're fixing things that we didn't actually have time to get to.
Jack Phillips, Western sales manager for King Electronics.
No, you're not. You're Roger Thornhill.
Teen harmonica tap. This electronic marvel can be installed in a matter of 2 minutes. You notice here it has its own nickel-cadmium power source.
Tell me about computers. A computer is an automatic electronic apparatus for making calculations.
Limited to that which is disclosed orally, or in written or electronic form.
I'm not getting anything on the monitors. There's some kind of electronic disturbance. Be careful.
You know me, Hank. I'm always careful. Ah!
Each page will be made of 6 panels. There will be 30 pages per electronic comic book with a choice every 2 pages. No. Choice every 3 pages.
It's a good possibility, yeah. All the electronic security, defenses, gates, the doors.
Come on. In front of you, or in the overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Transit security.
No, you're
Due to
not.
a classified security breach, I need all of you to turn off any personal electronic devices until we pull into the station, okay? That means laptops, cell phones.
Trade you and me and every other old sea dog in the Navy for one glass-eyed electronics technician. A man's gonna retire your ass.
I got my leg back.
How to...
Yeah.
Keister up the keister.
Look, the electronic toothbrush part still works.
Oh, no. Okay, James, cut it off.
Band.
You're kidding.
I wouldn't have thought that you'd be into electronic music.
Oh, I am. I'm a real music.
Shouldn't be left laying around.
Yes, I agree, Mrs. Rutledge.
Now, the mechanical and electronic devices, the magic wand, the G-spot vibrator, and...
Frankfurt, at this time we'd like you to put
Excuse
away
me,
all
sir.
electronic devices.
All cell phones must be off.
It's just my final words to my ex-girlfriend.
That off?
Yeah, it'll just be a second, because I've said flat out that there are
no electronics on the plane. I really have to ask you to turn that on.
I can't believe this rule. It'll just take me...
Credit card fraud and electronic theft. That's you, right, Rudy?
Oh, well, I got caught for credit card fraud and...
Manufacturing. I've signed these checks.
Who authorized it?
Ed, Mr. Chilton, they make electronic assemblies for the consumer division.
No, they don't. Look at this.
Attention passengers, we request at this time that you turn off all electronic devices.
2300 hours Moscow time tomorrow. The activation of an electronic brain exactly like ours, which they call Guardian, to be used solely for defense.
My God.
Dear Mr. Waters, I'm writing to thank you for your electronic correspondence. I am grateful to anyone who sets aside the time.
So I worry about suffocating my sleep.
Not to mention
The electronics. It's been hard to finish when one is busy bailing out water.
whose only problem is that they're human beings. But in, 30 days, we could replace them with electronic relays. Get the man out of the loop. Gentlemen.
Or measured. It is that oddness that separates our species. Or what if the blue fairy is an electronic parasite that has arisen to haunt the minds of artificial intelligence?
You should have somebody help you with that, no?
Sir, I am president of the Electronics Club, the Math Club, and the Chess Club. Now, if there's...
Comms and nav equipment. They boot up fine, no problem with the electronics, and the camera is working, but anything that sends a signal...
No problem, Master C. If you've seen one consumer electronics show, you've seen them all. What's up?
It's your friend, the boy detective. He's nosing.
Bozos who conveniently show up to deal with the problem with a fake electronic light show.
Everything was fine with our system until the power grid was...
Guests and members of the press to a demonstration of our advanced electronic equipment.
But no, I don't think so. He had no interest in anything but electronics.
Where did he pick up the subject?
Books.
Shit, you know, of all the people, you and I should know if electronic money earns an extra day of interest when it crosses an internet.
No personal laptops, no USB sticks, no cell phones, no electronic devices of any kind? No, sir.
These plasma pulse rifles, RPGs, we got sonic, electronic, ball breakers. We got nukes, we got knives.
How? Yeah, what are we dealing with here?
We believe these are enemy soldiers in advanced electronic camouflage. So be surgical when you fire.
If we don't even know what they are, the cronies in Washington could do about it. If you play another stunt like this, I'm going to put an electronic bracelet on your ankle.
Stan, don't you think you're overreacting a little too much? What is...
Green wipes. That was my mistake. I can't do it mechanically. He might be able to do it electronically.
Probably. You want to
know what's going on? We must know what's going on.
Mr. Radecchio, can I please have $2,500 to go over to Harvey's Electronics to pick up one of those new fiber optic high frequency?
In what way? In the way that the movie guys will just have electronic stimuli that our brains translate according to what is in our...
Take him to some lung cancer symposium where a guy with an electronic voice box will tell him that his father is the devil.
That's unfair.
Unfair? What about...
I'm gonna find something. How about this?
What?
Nobody beats the whiz, the electronics, or stock boy. What do you think?
You're not gonna work at that place.
Yeah, best interest.
We have received evidence of such collaboration. We have also received evidence of electronic document tampering.
Look, I'm prepared to resubmit.
Gentlemen, please remember that the use of cellular phones and other electronic devices is forbidden during takeoff.
Billboard. I put you in my store, my salesman, my fucking representation of Solomon Electronic, the quiz kid Donnie Smith from the game show.
5 men wearing white surgical gloves, business suits, and carrying camera and electronic surveillance equipment were arrested early today in the headquarters of the
Yeah. What are we going to do? I'm going to attempt an electronic stimulation of your nerves and muscles. What does that mean? I'm going to...
We need your help to find him. You're looking for a man with an electronic device. He's probably
Getting information from all over the world. And above it. Mr. Knapp's company did the electronic work on the Argo satellite. Would you like to see what it's photographing right now?
A few ground rules for this classroom. No talking, no chewing gum, no electronic devices. Be forewarned. If you download any essay off of the internet, you will be downloading...
You made this appearance.
Oh, it was down at Benson's Electronics. They have this video camera in the window.
It appears that the original electronic records have all been lost, probably during the reclamation. A lot of things.
Going a bit sciencey. Maths, further maths, physics, chemistry, and electronics.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Well, he runs in the family.
Job, sitting in really expensive chairs, watching the best, most sophisticated electronic equipment money can buy. Why do we feel so empty?
Right? Fire screwed up the electronics. We've used up most of our...
I had a computer dialing service call you at prearranged times using an electronically altered voice.
Kim, this is no time to joke.
Meet me.
Bring the dish. And this is Mr. Glenn Latham. Glenn's in charge of all the electronics.
Glenn's a Sagittarius. He enjoys knitting, flower arranging.